Hello. Good morning and welcome to day, what is this, day 3 of I'm calling it now the 5-minute podcast. I read something and I dropped what I wanted to show you today. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. I read something about how using the word podcast is helpful in YouTube algorithms. So instead of the good morning check-in, I'm going to call it the 5-minute podcast. And, I use 5-minute loosely. It'll be 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, depending. I am going to be shooting for this time of day about 7:50 in the morning Eastern, Monday through Thursday, at least. Friday, tomorrow is let me at least give you a teaser of what we're talking about today. Tomorrow, good morning, Brian. I've got a little bit of a different schedule, so you might get your 5-minute podcast closer to like 11 in the morning, 11:45 Eastern time, something like that. But I plan on doing a 5-minute podcast at some point tomorrow during the day. So good morning. So happy Thursday. This is March 23rd. So I grabbed off of my desk this little like doodad. Look at this little, it's a wedding cake, and the top layer is hollow so that you could theoretically put a ring in it. Anyway, and here's the little lid. I made this years ago. And I submitted the idea to a popular magazine that I later became editor of. But anyway, nobody wanted it. No, nobody wanted this pattern. Crochet World and Crochet Magazine didn't think they could use it. And I'm not a super big amigurumi person. So this was like my attempt at merging an idea of mine with an amigurumi style item. So, and it kind of reminds me of like the Disney Beauty and the Beast and like the whole, what do you call it? What was that song? Come as you are. Be our guest. Not even close, Ellen. Not even close. So it reminds me of the Be Our Guest song because it's so like off kilter. But then again, like this is every bit of, I don't know, 15 years old at least, something like that. So anyway, for my little show and tell for our podcast today, I wanted to show you that I actually made this years ago, and just a flat circle, I love this little picot edging. I need to bring that back into my life a little bit more often. But it's a little wonky, but it's been sitting here for 15 years. You expect something to get a little tired and maybe not sit up quite so straight as it used to. But here's my little show and tell for today. And I probably will bring you more show and tells. I also wanted to know what you guys saw yesterday. Did you find a color scheme in your world that inspired you? Either a photograph you took the colors from, or something in nature, or wrapping paper, or a fabric. I've got a fabric on, so a print on, and so like all these colors, like, so fabric designers and wrapping paper designers have already done the work for us in terms of color schemes. And so I was wondering if you kept your eyes alert to color schemes, if you would find one in your world that that inspired you to translate it into a crochet project. And so what did you find? Did you find anything in particular? I noticed, in addition to wrapping paper and fabrics and photos, good, well, like striking photos, another place to find a great color scheme, and the dog wants to play, of course, because it's work time. And so there you go, Hobie dog. In addition to those things, I noticed that packaging. So when you look at like packaging of products, there's like the Kraft macaroni and cheese box. I'm not recommending necessarily a blanket out of blue and orange and white, but There's other packaging that might give you color scheme ideas. What pops into my mind is the Gain laundry detergent bottle. So depending on the scent, it has like a flower on it, and those colors are really pleasing. Now, I'm not suggesting that you make a neon green blanket and throw some pink flowers on it, but hey, you know, individuality, you do you. But when you see these things, you can either take them in the same proportion of colors, or you can mix up the proportions and just use the same colors. So like the Gain detergent bottle, you could either make a green blanket and add some pink accents or purple accents depending on the color scheme, or you can flip it and do like a pink and purple thing and then just do tiny bits of the green. And it's the color scheme that you're really looking at. So that's all for today's 5-minute podcast. I hope to see you tomorrow, Friday, sometime around 11:45-ish, something like that, for tomorrow's Good Morning podcast. And so if you want to hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. But oh, and please go check out the Joining Hexagon video that came out yesterday at noon if you haven't seen it yet. So I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.